Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time for Taroscopes for the month of June 2022, and this is the Taroscopes for Leo. That would be Leo Sun, Leo Moon, or Leo Rising. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology first, very briefly. If you want a more detailed evaluation of the astrology, you can check out my week ahead, my astrology Kabbalah of June, or my daily walks through the garden when I look at the garden and talk about the stars. So, what's going on astrologically? Well, Mercury is retrograde as we start the month. It does change direction on the 3rd. It's retrograde at that point. It's retrograde in the latter degrees of Taurus, and then it moves into Gemini on the 10th. No, the 13th. On the 14th, we have a new moon, full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. That is your house of children, romance, and creativity, with the sun in the 11th house. So that axis is the axis of love, our personal love, 5th house, or more impersonal, sort of friendly stuff. There'll be illumination around that, and you take it for, pay attention to what happens. We do have Saturn moving retrograde. Mercury goes direct on the 3rd. Saturn goes retrograde on the 4th. It is in Aquarius, of course, which is your house of partnerships. So there may be some structures or things that you need to reconsider, talk about, evaluate, to determine what needs to change, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be redone, so to speak, whether it's something within a relationship or even some legal stuff that needs to be looked at in the month of June for you. We do have a new moon in the sign of Cancer. That is your 12th house, Leo, and so this could be a new beginning when it comes to maybe a spiritual connection. It could be a new meditative practice that you're doing. Neptune does go retrograde on the day that we have the new moon in Cancer. Neptune, whether going forward or back, is a little bit confusing, all the same. But going backwards in your house of other people's resources may be a good time, again, to sort of reevaluate your financial situations, especially those that you share with others. See what needs to perhaps be renegotiated. So, all right, we're going to leave that, and we're going to do card reading utilizing the Arcanum deck. It's very hard to do Leo without using a pretty deck, because that's just Leo. Leo likes things lovely, 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 lovely lady lumps. My lovely lady lumps. Oh, sorry. How inappropriate. So what I've been doing is I have been psyching out, or just closing my eyes and thinking about the sign that we're going to be doing, and seeing if I can get a message, a psychic message or intuitive hit for you guys. So let's close my lovely lady lumps. Oh, maybe that means something. So I think you have to go dancing, and you have to shake your lady lumps, ladies and gents, I guess. Or your lumps, whatever kind of lumps you got. Yeah, I feel like you need to have some fun this month. You need to dance. I just keep hearing that song again, over and over again. Maybe you should listen to that song and dance to it and see what you get personally. Yeah, I like that. Black-eyed peas? Black-eyed Susans? I don't know. Those guys. Fergie. She strikes me as a Leo, although she might not be. It would be interesting to look. All right, I think she might be a Capricorn, but I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. We have the Knight of Pentacles to start. The Knight of Pentacles is an energy of patience. It's an energy of caution. It's observation. It's the only knight that's where the horse isn't moving. Sort of back in his saddle, he's got his little shield there of pentacle, and he's guarding what has been planted. And so you are guarding what has been planted. You have planted some seeds, and now you're watching and nurturing those seeds. Excuse me, I just dropped that card. So you've been diligent and working hard, working hard. Let's see what's crossing that. The Seven of Cups. This is a card of emotional indecision. There's a, I don't know what to do. There's a sense of not really. Seven is about understanding, and it's about introspection. And so you've been in a very introspective, moody kind of place throughout this period of time where you're, guarding the seeds that you planted. And there's the seed right there, the Ace of Pentacles right at the root. So you've started something new. I think the Seven of Cups challenging the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, may be that you don't want to. You don't want to be too optimistic about something. You don't want to go off the deep end on something. You're being, I think, very cautious and being careful that what has been planted isn't construed into something that doesn't have feet. It's hard not to dream the big dream sometimes, but you have to keep your feet on the practical matters. In the past, we have the Four of Cups. There has been some divine discontent. There's a certain amount of like emotional stuckness here. I feel like there's a certain amount of emotional stuckness. In the sky, we have the Eight of Cups. This is about turning your back on something you've put a lot of effort into, but is not spiritually satisfying. Let's see. It's also can feel there's a sense of abandonment here, and you could feel like you're abandoning something that you shouldn't abandon. There's something about the emotions and the feelings that is just not quite settled. The financial stuff is much more settled than the emotional stuff for you. In the immediate future, we have the King of Wands. I'm glad to see this card. This is actually an Aries card, but it's a card of somebody who takes control, who's inspired, who takes agency over their life. So it's important for you, I think, to not lose the inspiration of the fire. And maybe that's why you need to go dancing. You need to move your body. You need to get the fire in the belly moving. You've been very concerned with emotional and financial stuff. And sometimes, while, there's a good reason for that, sometimes if you what is that, hard work or too much of hard work makes so-and-so a boring person. And if there's one thing about Leo, you are not boring. You are not boring in the least. How it's seen from the outside, new ideas, new beginnings, the Ace of Wands, a Leo card, incidentally. So you're seen for your creative capacities. Domestic situation, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so there's much more contentment coming your way when it comes to your emotions. Your relationships in your domestic situation seem very healthy. Very, very healthy. Let's see. Hopes and fears, the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's more of a fear. I mean, how long do you have to hang upside down and look at things from a different perspective? It's nice to maybe have some action going here. Let's see, what's the outcome? We have the Page of Swords. You need to keep your ears open for messages coming from places that you don't expect. Whispers, whispers in the wind kind of thing. There's a sense of having to be ready for something, like little tension. They're having to be ready. We have the Six of Cups. We're going to pick 3 cards, see if we can pick a major arcana. There's some nostalgia there. So the Devil. So I think that this card here is because you're sensing something. You're sensing something. You're sensing maybe a darkness. Sensing the darkness. Let's see what's underneath. Heartbreak. The Knight of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. What does this mean? What does this mean? This strikes me as you wanting to take action in order to fight for those who are brokenhearted. You can do it with somebody, with other people who are good like you. So this is about working with others who are a little bit more in the higher echelon of what they do. So this would be working with experts, to keep the darkness at bay, interestingly enough, to protect against a dark future. Okay. All right. I still think you should go dancing. Shake those lady lumps. All right. Let's look at the hold on, I'm looking. I just had them. The oracle cards I'm using for the fire signs. Oh my God, they have disappeared. I will find them. Oh, of course, here they are. I thought they were something else. All right, so we're using the Mystical Shaman Oracle for the fire signs this month. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say for Leo for the month of June. This hopefully will bring it all together, because there seems to be varied energies here. It seemed very optimistic, then it seemed a little dark. But, you know that full moon is in the house of the sun-moon axis is in the house of friends and lovers. Maybe you need to, get together with friends and figure out a way to navigate these more troubling and challenging times. Vision Quest. I will read that for you. 60. And that might be the last card in the deck. Oh no, it's not. Almost though. Okay, I will read this to you as I hold the card up so you can take a look at the beautiful artwork. I love this. I love the artwork in this deck. It says, the Vision Quest, you face your fear, embrace your mortality, and then meet face to face with spirit. When we feel stagnant, a vision quest brings our lives into perspective. We realize our flaws, our potential, and our opportunities life is now offering. We remain on a vision quest until we find the key to open a new door or write a new chapter in our lives. Find clarity by spending time alone in nature. If you live in the city, go for walks in the park. If you live in the country, make sure you spend time outside in contemplation. Get off the couch, get away from your desk, go outside. Spirit helps those who help themselves. So set your intention and ask nature for a guiding vision for your life. Spirit has been trying to contact you but has received no answer. You are too busy with your life and there's too much noise inside your head. Do not miss the call again. Make room for quiet time this evening. Allow yourself to become bored for a little while and you'll be able to hear the important messages trying to get through. I would say don't work so hard and go out dancing. That's what I would say. But you probably knew I would say that, right? All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful month. Please like and subscribe. Please share this if you find it helpful for you. You might find it helpful. Somebody else may find it helpful. Every time you like or comment, it makes for more people getting to hear what I have to say. And if you think what I have to say is of any value, then sharing it is something I really appreciate. And even if hopefully hopefully you find it helpful. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again next month for the Tarot Scopes of July 2022. Woo. Take care, everyone. Namaste.